What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Thanks for watching today. Today we have a really excited one. We are going to be opening up a couple of OPO 10 packs today. I thought I'd make it a fun challenge and do a blister versus singles versus tins, and then we're going to finish off by doing a couple tournament packs to prove that I actually compete. And then we're going to open up the starter deck Gear 5 bonus pack with 3 cards inside. I wanted to open this on video. It's the current deck that I'm playing with. Speaking of which, I did compete recently in a mat tournament for one of these beautiful mats here. It was the Boa Hancock, which is what I was going for. Unfortunately, got absolutely wrecked. I'll add some footage at the end of this video as well. Do a little bit of kind of highlights of the plays, but yeah, I absolutely got washed. 0 and 3. Could have been 0 and 4, but I had a bye on the last one. Definitely making me think about running some different types of red decks, or possibly looking at switching over to some new decks as well. But with that being said, let's get into this video. I think we'll start with the singles, move to the blisters, and then we're going to be doing some tins as well. The tins both come with OPO 10 inside, as well as a Dawn card. I'm chasing the Gear 5 Dawn card because I want all Luffy style Dons for my deck. I do run the mono black Luffy as well as the mono red Luffy, the newest, of course, starter deck there. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and start with the singles. We'll move to the blisters, and then we'll finish off with the tints, tournament packs, and then a couple of the promo cards. So let's get into it. All right, starting with the single ones here, guys. We have 5 OPO 10. These came from an assortment of 2 different boxes. I think these are the ones that I got at the Rogue Trading Card Post where I competed in the mat. They opened a fresh box for us. They did give us OPO 10, OPO 8 packs with the tournament cards, but I was an eager beaver and wanted to get into it, so I opened it actually in the shop. Should have probably saved it, but you know, when you're in the moment, you're with friends, you want to get into it. Out of this one, of course, looking for any of the SPs, any of the parallels. The Gear 4 Luffy with the Gear 4 in the background would be really awesome. Got a Tashigi there, that's a pretty good SR. Alright, next pack. Looking for the parallels, looking for the leaders, looking for the Sanjis in here. Those are going to be kind of the next chases I'm looking for. The mono red Luffy that I've been playing, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, got absolutely washed. I think I'm going to roll some of those cards into the red Shanks card, red Shanks leader, and I'm hoping for different results there. Okay, let's go. Got the alt art right there for you. Porgus T Ace, the Luffy in the background, Mr. 3 in the back. That is awesome. That's from Marineford, which coincidentally is where I'm at currently in the anime, watching Luffy try to save his brother there. And so I won't give any spoilers, but this is awesome. You got the entirety of the card with art here, and that is a big pickup, you guys. So far, so good. I'm not really looking for a whole lot from this particular set, but I will say that all of the packs that I've opened have been incredibly awesome. If you guys watch the channel, you'll know that I opened that Parallel Smoker not too long ago, which was super awesome. That is a card that has definitely gone down in value a little bit. It started off, $100 at the beginning of the release, and then slowly moved towards being worth down to about $40 now, I believe. So let's see what else we can pull here. Violet and okay, Rebecca, staple right here of the blue-black or black-blue Usopp leader, which is doing very well at my locals. I lost to a couple of them. It's a deck that I've kind of thought about maybe potentially getting into, but I don't know. It's got that blue kind of side of it that I'm a little wary of. I do really enjoy the black color style of the plays decks here, because it's the one where you're manipulating cost, and As you guys know, the mono black Luffy was my go-to before it got kind of wrecked by the ban. So it's a potential for one of the decks that I want to try, but I really want to. Ooh, Divine Departure, that's a good one. And the Sanji, there we go. This is the one I was chasing. This character gains 3,000 power and you draw one card on KO. This is awesome. Your turn. So this is essentially a 6,000 power for your turn, 3-cost card. Looking for 3 more of those out of the cards that we're going to pull, and we'll be off to the races. All right, you guys, last one of the singles. Let's see if we can pull some last pack magic, although I will say we're probably a really good start with the ace that we pulled. That was the altar. Oop, looks like we got a leader. So as many of you guys know, I'm a big fan of Straw Hat Brother Online. He plays a game called Guess the Leader, and I think I'm going to try to, encapsulate a little bit of that into our videos. And we're going to guess here. We're going to guess. Let's go Smoker. Oh, let's go. Awesome. So that's just luck of the draw right there. Got the Smoker, got the Shiryu there. Great card for Blackbeard there. And then I do not forgive those who laugh at my family. Blue card or purple card there. All right, so now we're going to move on to the blisters, and let's go ahead and open this up. Bam, there we go. All right, so we got 5 blisters here. For those of you who are from Oregon, Southern Oregon to be specific, you know all too well how hard it is to come across product. We don't have the biggest play volume of players here locally. Oof. Okay, let's go. There's another leader in here. Let's try. Oh man, I'm blanking. Who's up? Caesar Clown. Damn. Okay. Oh, that's a good one inside of Usopp as well. Zoro there. As I was saying, for those of you who are here local to Southern Oregon, you know how hard it is to get product. So anytime you get any blisters in the stores, you gotta jump on top of them. I picked up 5 here from my local Fred Meyer's that is, and then a couple from Walmart as well. But I'm really looking. Raw, didn't even guess. Nice, that's an awesome Dawn. That's a Dofi right there at Marineford. And Damned Punk, Limb going off as well, and then the green yellow Law as well. I am curious, for those of you who aren't from Oregon, how hard it is to get product. I know for those who live in like California near some of the major Bandai stores, they get product pretty easily. Comment below, how hard is it from where you are to get product? Are we all just trying to beat the scalpers before they scalp, or are we buying from TCG these days? I actually found a third-party seller for an OPO 10 box I was able to get. I'm not going to shout them out just yet. I want to see what the condition of the box is when it gets here. That'll be the determining factor, but we do have an OPO 10 box on the way. And Smoker, okay, cool. So I just traded this weekend for one of these Smoker cards. This will be good. I'll have a second one, so 2 more of those, we'll be off to the races. Alrighty, next pack here. Really looking for some magic here. Would love some parallels. Would love some SPs. That Newgate SP looks really dope. The Usopp SP. Heck, the Sanjis. My buddy Romero, who many of you guys know I'm friends with and provided that OPO 9 booster box, did get a Divine Departure parallel for one of the higher cards in the set there. Let's go Sugar. Usopp, damn, okay. So I know that the parallels are out there. That came out of a blister, and I'm hoping that we can pull something nice here. So far, the singles are beating the blisters. Which I guess kind of makes sense. It's coming out of a booster box. You got more chances in a booster box of hits, and I just got lucky with the draw of the cards. But let's see if it redeems itself. Let's hope for some last pack magic here. Come on, you gotta believe, you gotta believe. We got Sugar and Resonante. Okay, SR, not bad. Could definitely be worse. That's a cool one. Trash one event from your hand, draw 2 cards. End of your turn, if you have 7 or more Dawn cards on your field, set up to 2 of your Dawn cards as active. that's pretty sick. I'll have to see if I can build anything particular with that one. Alright guys, we're moving over to the tins now. The tins are one of the ones that I was most excited for. I literally hunted these all over town for them when they released. I ended up finding them at a retail store, which was great because I was able to find it at retail price. However, there's only like 2 left of each one, so I managed to pick those up. And then I was able to pick up some more from our local trading card post at Rogue River. Awesome guys. I shout them out all the time because truly every time I go out there, they do a real good job of putting events together, and they usually have good product and good pricing. So I'm going to be opening up 2 today. We got the Luffy and we got the Goldie Roger. We're going to be hoping for the Gear 5 Luffy Dons that come in here. So let's get into it. Start with the Goldie Roger. So these tins are pretty deep, so you can see there. So actually would be a pretty dope thing to keep things in. So I definitely want to find multi-purpose for this. One of my friends, Evan, suggested putting dice in here. So I think that's a pretty good idea. That way you don't have to just carry your dice in like a pouch or a bag, box or something. You can actually keep it in one of these things. So maybe keep my Dons in here. I don't know. But I'm going to try to definitely repurpose that. It comes with 2 OPO 10 booster packs, and then we have the special Don. We'll go ahead and get started with the first pack here. See if we can pull some first pack magic. As many of you guys know, if you tuned in for the first opening of OPO 10 box, the first pack that I opened of OPO 10 pack came with a parallel smoker. So if we could get some awesome magic in here, I'd be over the moon. It would be so dope. So let's see, first tin that we're opening, will it treat us good? And Rebecca and Leo. So we got some staples right there for the Usopp deck. All right, we're moving on to the next one. So, I mean, we are only, oof, that's tough. I was gonna say we are only in the second, or the first second pack there, but let's go Caesar Clown. Smoker, I wanted to say Smoker, I should have just followed my instinct. Dang, that Dawn right there is super sick. Too bad that Doflamingo got banned, or not banned, the deck got nerfed really bad with the recent bans that happened. I actually caught the tail end of the Doflamingo deck hype, and after losing so many times to Doflamingo, I was like, I have to do something, I have to play it. Ended up playing it and was doing excessively well, and then the bans came. And that really just tanked it, kind of ruined it for me. I wasn't able to find anything that made the deck worth it for me. But I'm wondering if anyone out there is a Dofi player, do you have any suggestions for the bans that happened? That Jinbei was really dope to have. What did you replace it with? What cards did you put in there? What difference did you make? Are you looking for more aggro? Are you looking for more counter? Comment below, I'm really curious. Alright, we are looking for the Gear 5 Luffy Don. Please, please, please. Yes, let's go. Alright. So I have one already of these. This will be the second one. I would love a full playset, but you know, tins are hard to find. But this is definitely a super dope card. You do have a little bit of shininess to it. And of course that Gear 5 awesomeness. So first tin, no big hits on the packs, but we did get the Dawn hit that we were looking for. And really, that's all you can ask for. Alright, now we're going to move on to the second tin, that is the Luffy tin, and I am hoping that because it's Luffy, it'll have the Gear 5 in it. As you can see, we opened a Goldie Roger tin. It did not have the Divine Departure in there, so there's really no knowing, I should say. Yeah, no knowing what you're going to get, but let's see if we can't get anything. One thing I did notice here, you guys, is the back of it is actually like, there's like really a lot of detail in this. So I really want to find ways to repurpose these because I think that these are just the coolest things. Alright, 2 packs. We got Luffy tin. We have the Luffy Royal Blood on the front. Let's see, can we pull up some Luffy magic here? Really wanting that Gear 4 Luffy, that parallel. That would be ideal. But let's see if we can bring some luck in here. Maybe we can revive the mono black deck. I've been playing around with it a little bit. Super top secret. Don't tell anyone that plays locally. Just kidding for you guys that are local players. Leo, okay. Not the greatest there, but I did see some new deck lists on the internet for the mono black Luffy deck. It incorporates actually a lot more of the animal kingdom inside of it, which as anyone who plays the purple black king as well as any of the animal kingdom, you know, you get a lot of support there from some of the release cards that are out right now. So we might have to give it a shot at the locals, see if we can get anything. Alrighty, come on, we got the Virgo and Senor Pink. Oof, so we missed on all of the 10s. Oh my god, they all missed. So that's kind of a bummer. It's looking like singles are the way to go so far. I mean, not so far, that's all there is to it. Wow, I didn't think that was gonna turn out like that. I was always a big team of Blisters, so kind of in a little bit of shock right now. But hey, that's how she goes sometimes. We're gonna flip this and we're gonna get a Gear 5 Luffy. I'm feeling it. There's a divine departure. So hey, you know, super sick card. I love the hockey on here. You can see the sword that Goldie Roger rocked in the back there. Super dope Dawn card. I'm not dissing it by any means, but certainly was looking for that other Gear 5 Dawn card. That's how she goes though. We have a couple more tins that we'll open in the videos to come, and hopefully we can pull some better luck from there. Alright you guys, before we close out the video and we move to the footage of me getting absolutely destroyed, moment of silence for me please. Thank you. We are going to open up some tournament packs. So I actually have some packs from 2024, the volume 1 for 2025 and volume 2 of 2025, and then we'll finish off with the promo cards from the starter deck. But and these ones, I don't think any of them are worth a crazy amount of money. It's more so for the alternative art in them. So this is really just for funsies, if we can get something that we can throw in the deck or something. But not overly looking for anything. It's not pretty nice. Alright, let's see what we got. Chopper. At this point I have a full play set of these. You guys have seen me open a ton of those, I'm sure. Move on to the next one here, volume 2025 volume 1. Looking for something pretty decent. The car outside, I'm sorry if you guys heard that alarm went off and crazy loud. I think I'm gonna use some scissors on the last one because this is kind of rough. And Kaku from CP0. Nice. 2K counter. I'm sure that would do great in the Smoker deck. Which, is anyone playing the Smoker deck still? I don't think I've seen it placed. Maybe, no, wait. Didn't Smoker win like regionals or something? I thought it won regionals somewhere. And the Apu card. Nice. Not bad. This one here I'm going to use some scissors on. So we use the scissors because we definitely don't want to damage if we get the leader here, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for. If we can get some leaders out there. We got the Jewelry Bonnie, very cool. 2 Dons on KO, draw 1 card. We got the Frankie out of there, very nice. And then the Brooke. Don't play any of those cards in my deck, so that is unfortunate. I was really hoping for the alternative leader there, but hey, you can't win them all. Alright friends, well these are the hits that we got. We have the Porky's T Ace alternative art that came out of the singles. That's going to take the cake. I think that's the one with the most value out of it. We have the Sanji that we were chasing for the red deck. These are all the SRs here. We got another Smoker, the Rosinante, 2 Rebeccas, and a Tashigi. And then we got 2 of the Dawn cards that we pulled. We did also pull 2 of the Doflamingo Dawn cards from the packs, and then we got the promo packs here, which super dope, awesome full art there, and I mean, really dope cards. Overall, I would say kind of lives up to the hype, I guess. This is a set that I have been enjoying opening, but not particularly chasing anything in particular. I will hopefully, in the weeks to come, as I compete more and buy more product, we pull some bigger hits. But overall, any day that you get to open any product, especially with how hard it is to get product, it's a good day. I want to thank you guys for watching. I know in my last video, I opened up the idea of doing another big giveaway that I said I was gonna announce. I'm not gonna announce the giveaway this video because I really want to hear back from everyone who subscribes, new people that are joining. The next goal that we are reaching for is going to be 100 subscribers. We had an amazing turnout. We reached for 40. We're at 44, 45 last I checked. So we're about just short of halfway to the next goal, which is going to be 100. I think that what I want to do is I want to do first place, like figurine of like Gear 5 Luffy to kind of be on theme with Royal Blood, as well as where we are with the anime. Second place, I want to do like a Funko Pop, just something fun. And then third place, I'll probably do like a tin giveaway. So I want to be able to have more winners. In the last giveaway, we only had one. This time, I want to be able to open that up and give people the maximum opportunities to at least walk away with something. I appreciate everyone who, at home watching this. I just ask that you guys, keep hitting the like button, keep commenting, let the video run all the way, even if you got stuff going on in the back. That helps me tremendously so that I can show up on the search page when people look for One Piece TCG. And with that being said, we'll move over to the footage from this weekend of me getting wrecked at the tournament. For those of you who I competed against, thank you guys so much for being so cool and open about me recording. I hope you enjoy a video of you absolutely kicking my butt. But my friend Evan told me that's how you learn. You have to take those losses to be able to get better, and I'm gonna take that with grace and just keep striving to learn how to play better and kind of get my chaining and then experiments with some different decks as well. So I super appreciate everyone watching at home. Like I mentioned, we have some more awesome content coming up, a couple booster boxes, we got stuff in the mail. I'm not going to give too much away, and then we're going to be releasing a lot more footage from tournaments and competitions and so on and so forth. So if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and I super... Alright, first game going into the Enel. Not a great matchup. My strategy for this one is going to be that I just swing as much as I can, as fast as I can, try to use rush as much as I could. In this case, I mulligan my first hand, so the second draw right there, that's why you saw me just take 5 and then put 5 into life. I go first, take the first Dawn, pass because I have nothing to play. Really looking for Nami in this case, but didn't see it. He plays his 2-cost character, moves into mine. I have 3 Dawn now. I'm looking for that Nami. Get the 3-cost Nami. This is 2 rested Dawn. Here, I could have used my ability and given 2 rested Dawn to my Luffy leader and then swung for 7, but really didn't make much of a difference really. He ended up taking the life anyways, which is pretty normal for NL. He wants to try to get down to 1-2 life as much as he can. Swing 6 to life here, block it with a 2k, passes it over. Move into the 5 Dawn now. So again, just trying to play as fast as I possibly can here. Trying to decide if I want to go with the Zoro with the 5-cost Luffy. Put out the Zoro, activate my ability, 2 rested Dawn to my leader, and then I do leader ability, 2 rested Dawn to Zoro. Gets rush on the Zoro, swing 7 to life. He's going to take that. He's in that money slot right now with 2 lives. That's kind of where he wants to be. Swing 8. Take that. Now he's got all sorts of cards in his hands. And we pass over to him. Got 6 Dons up, head into the Zoro. Gotta let that go. But then I forgot that I have an ability there, so that's a misplay on my part. I could have played the Luffy out. So here I use the Nami searcher. I'm looking for another Straw Hat. Really wish I had used the ability on Zoro to put out one of my Luffys, because I'm gonna pull another Luffy here. There comes out the Luffy. Here I really wish that I had, not looking back, paid attention to my leader ability. I would have had 2 Rush Luffys, or at least 2 Luffys on the board, and I could have swung to do some serious damage here. But that's how we learn, I guess, and gonna have to remember that when I play Zoro in the future, I need to use that KO ability as much as I can. KO my Luffy, I would have had another attack there, but that's how it goes. Leave one Don open and I'll pass his way. So he plays out the Katakuri, puts my Nami at the bottom of my life. Passes it my way. Here he's just trying to stall out as long as he can, as he wants to get the big bodies on the board. Then 5, get that other Luffy out there. And I think on that turn I only pulled 1 Don, it looked like. I should be at 10 Don in this turn. So another misplay there. Life here, leader ability there, bring another life. Makino here. This playing this so that I can rest the character and give 3,000 to Nami, bringing it up to 5,000. 6 now. Okay, out. 7 into life. So for those of you who've played against NL, you know that he is one of the type of leaders that really extends the game length of the game. So at this point, everyone is done. They're watching us, but I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead to show you guys kind of the end here. Taking the first loss here. He has way too many bodies on the body here. He clears out all my life and then lasers 15, and that's GG. Game 1. Alright guys, so we're gonna do a little bit of a voiceover here. In this match, I decided that I wanted to go first. Usually that's my go-to, so that by the 3rd round, if I pull the 1 cost Nami, I can play 3 cost out, and then attach Dawn, rested Dawn, and then get an additional 2 rested Dawn to from my leader ability. So I am going to play out the Nami. That's the 1 cost. He doesn't play anything on his 2nd turn. I move to my 2nd turn, 3 Dawn. I am looking for the 3 cost Nami or a 2 cost character to play out. I decide I'm just gonna swing with all my Dawn. Alright, plays 4 cost character. I'm looking here, see if there's an on player KO. It's on KO. Spends 5. Plays the Nami. Trashing Nami to KO. My Nami. Swing 7. Counter, trash the Shanks, get plus 3,000 to leader. Go a 2k out of it. Spend 4 here. Got the Tony Chopper blocker, 6,000 power on opponent's leader. Swings 5 with his Nami. I block with the 6,000. Another 5 at lead. Give him a 2k. Spend 7. Get the law. Adds life. So this is the first time that I played against a kid. Here he activates leader ability, flips the top of his life over, sets a supernova as a blocker. In this case it's a law. I swing 12 here because I don't have another card to play. In retrospect, I probably should have taken the Nami to save another attack on the next turn. But I end up going for life and pass over to him. Activates leader ability. Now, at this point, I'm feeling pretty good about going and trying to close the game out. Unfortunately, did not know that the trigger on the Benji is that it's going to stop a character from attacking. So I pull the 5 cost starter deck 1 Luffy with 2 Dawn, allows me to bypass the blocker. Now if I played this successfully, what I could have done is I could have swung and then moved past him, and then swung the Goldie Roger, but unfortunately that Benji is what's going to end up costing us the game here. Use the ability there, 1 Rested Dawn, and then 2 Rested Dawn to Luffy. So now we got the Dawn plus 2, can't block, swing for leader. So now we swing 10. So now Goldie Roger can attack. And that is what cost me the game there. Not enough to play out any other type of damage here. So we try to swing 9 to life. Try to clear some of the board, buy myself a little bit of time. He'll counter out, but that's it right there. That's the game. So I got 3 cards in hand, 1 3K, but this is pretty much going to be the end of the game here. Plays out the 8 cost kid, trashes the top of my life. There goes any type of counter. So 7 to my lead. I have to try to counter anywhere I can. I do my counter here, trash the Nami, save, but then he swings with the 9, and that's game. Alright guys, game 3. Here I decided that I was going to go first. Actually, I didn't decide. He won the roll there. First hand. Probably should have kept. Ended up mulligating. Mulligating. And then taking on the second one here. So, first card out. Get the Nami. Awesome. Anytime you get a Nami, 1 cost, it's always good. You're guaranteed to get that leader ability. So off the rip, he gets a dog Q, KOs my Nami. Alright, jumping ahead here, guys, just to save some embarrassment as well as just kind of not prolonging the video. Swing with my Shanks that I played this turn. MLT will take one of the Burgess out. Try to go for life here with my Dragon. Blocked. And as you might have guessed, here is kind of where it all ends. So here he's swinging for a 13. I have exactly 13 counter in hand, but I need to be able to put up that 14. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get that extra, so I have to take that. And this is here where he's going to laser 12 and 13,000 is as far as I get. Cannot counter. And that's the game.